Shalom! Dinny, come in. Greetings and welcome to Ask That Mizzou Playboy with the Glasses. When will Channel Awesome consider replacing that guy with the glasses with you? That's a very good question. And the answer is, I hope sometime in the near future. And by sometime in the near future, I mean now. Channel Awesome, if you are watching this, you should totally consider me as the replacement for that guy with the glasses. Why? For starters, it's been well over a year since you killed the character in his last episode. I've been answering the questions for the kiddies since then. And granted, I had a 6-month layoff. That's because some people need a break every now and then. But I've still been able to answer questions for the kiddies. And thus, I should be on your channel, making videos for your channel, and making you an even bigger hit than you already are. With guacamole. Yes. Let me be on your channel! Let me be on your channel! Let me be on your channel! How come you are getting less views since your return? Well, isn't it obvious? It's because everybody thought I was dead when I announced my retirement. Quite frankly, I'm not dead. That's probably why I haven't gotten many views. Also, the fact of the matter is, all my buddies who asked all the questions are no longer with me. They're down south. In hell. So, let me send this message out to the following. Colin G. Hogan, Derek Brizendine, Johnny Barilla, Spencer White, Lucas Weiss, Zach Morning, Alex Lazenby, and Flamer. You can freaking ask me questions again. Just send me your freaking questions on YouTube or Twitter. You know, I do have a Twitter account, by the way. I could freaking have tweets of questions so that I can answer them in the next video. Which, by the way, will be tour related. This way you can still be part of my videos. In spirit. Yes. Recently, the Commander Xander did an editorial on why Brickleberry got canceled. Can you give us your reason why it got canceled? Well, the Commander Xander raised a very good question on his last editorial, and by the way, you should totally watch it. I highly recommend it, especially if you love Brickleberry. In that video, he did give logical reasons why Brickleberry got canceled. But he forgot one reason, and that is my reason why I believe Brickleberry got canceled. It's because the kiddies couldn't stand the animals doing it. With guacamole. Yes. Shove that corn pipe up your asshole, Sherlock Holmes. I deducted this faster than you did. Oh, and with guacamole. Yes. I want to relive my childhood. How do I make a time machine that will take me back in time to accomplish such tasks? Well, have you seen Napoleon Dynamite? They clearly show you how to make a time machine. Now I know what you're thinking. How do I get the crystals in order to make the time machine work? Well, that's easy. You trade in some plutonium rod to get those crystals. How do you get the plutonium rod, you may ask? Well, that's simple. Go loan it from Stewie. Though I highly warn you, he may not be easy on you. Take it from me from my last experience. Here, let me show you. Oh, Stewie, what the devil do you want? Oh, I just came to borrow some plutonium rod. Very well, but you must do one thing for me in return. And what must that be? Let me kick your ass! Boy, have I learned that lesson the hard way. Yes. Where's Waldo? He's with Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? He's with Waldo. Now I know what you're thinking. Where could that possibly be? She could be all over the place. Well, isn't it obvious? Look at the last name. She's in Sandiego, for crying out loud. Now I know what you're thinking again. How can Carmen Sandiego be all over the place when I pretty much just gave away the answer? Well, that's because she's been using a shit ton of drones to go all over the world. Only problem is they've all been destroyed, which is why it's been ridiculously hard to find Carmen Sandiego. Find Carmen Sandiego in Sandiego, and that's where Waldo will be. Where in Sandiego, you may ask? That dump of a stadium known as Qualcomm Stadium. There you will find Carmen Sandiego and Waldo. And the shitty-ass Chargers. With guacamole. Though I think the fucking Chargers should have gone down to LA. Why did they have to send the Rams down to LA? That's a betrayal for St. Louis. When is St. Patrick's Day? Jesus Christ, I fucking answered that question in the last video. I told you, St. Patrick's Day is a month away. God, are you gonna fucking ask me every freaking episode until St. Patrick's Day comes? Okay, what if I make this up to you? What if I answer St. Patrick's Day related questions when St. Patrick's Day comes? Will that make you feel any better? Oh, good. So then in that case, I will answer your St. Patrick's Day related questions on St. Patrick's Day. Until then, every time you ask me when St. Patrick's Day is, you will get the following answer. Like this! With guacamole. Yes. Oh, and remember when I said I was done with the dirty boogie? I fucking lied. How could you not be done with the dirty boogie? In fact, let's hit it right now. Enough. Let's get back to the questions, shall we? What about President's Day? What about President's Day? Aren't you going to answer President's Day questions? No! And there's two reasons why. One, it's well past President's Day. In fact, we're a week removed from President's Day. And another thing, even if it was President's Day, I still wouldn't answer any President's Day related questions. That holiday is just another excuse for kiddies and mailmen to have the day off. Just like Martin Luther King Day. However, if you do want me to answer presidential related questions, I can definitely do that. With guacamole. Yes. Who's your favorite president and why? My favorite president, gee, there's a lot of them. That's right. Oh yeah, Ronald Reagan. And here's why. Reagan smashed. And by golly, did he smash that Berlin Wall down. With guacamole. Yes. If you could replace one president on Mount Rushmore with any person in the world, who would it be? Gee, anyone in the world, you say? So it doesn't even have to be another president. It could be anybody in the world. Wow, there are so many people I could... Oh yeah, me! Of course! Hello! I'm the president of answering questions! I don't care if that guy with the glasses has done more videos than me! He freaking killed off the character, and I've been the only one that's been answering questions in that span. I should be president of that! And another thing, I should be freaking on Channel Awesome, because by golly, I can answer the questions. I can make your... That's beside the point. I would totally pick me, because I am indeed the president for answering questions. I am the only source for answering questions, because no one else can do a Q&A quite like Mizzou Playboy with the glasses. Now, while we're on that subject, as we get carried away here, I could replace two other people on that Mount Rushmore there, with, let's see, Commander Xander and Will He Be a Hobo, of course. Why not? Just make it the Empire of Mizzou Lord 13. Because without us three, that channel would be nothing but jackass videos. And one of them doesn't even involve that person. It's just his buddy rolling down, human bowling down a pin, per se. Now, the fourth person I would replace is the Nostalgia Critic, of course. Because without the Nostalgia Critic, the Commander Xander doesn't exist. And if the Commander Xander doesn't exist, I don't exist, nor does Will He Be a Hobo. Because the Nostalgia Critic was an inspiration for the creator, and thus is the reason why Mizzou Lord 13 is a hit. Which, by the way, if you're looking for an alternative to Channel Awesome, subscribe to that. I know that these videos have been nothing but promotions, but by golly do I love it. With guacamole, yes. Will you miss winter, or are you looking forward to summer? I will not miss winter, and I will not look forward to summer. Because I am a seasonal guy. It doesn't matter what season it is, I will always be there to answer your questions. With guacamole, yes. With the SI Swimsuit magazine out, how would you rate the models, and would you go out with any of them? How would I rate the models? Let's replace that scale of 0 to 10 with black to boing. Now, where would I put the models of the SI Swimsuit issue, which includes some of the athletes, on that scale? Ding 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 ding, which means that's an infinity on my scale. Now, as far as which one would I go out with, Why did I say pick one when I can go with all of them? Remember who you're talking to. This is Mizzou Playboy you're talking about. He can pick and choose as he pleases. Wait, why the hell am I talking about myself in third person point of view? I can pick and choose as I please, which means I can do it with all of the swimsuit models if I feel like. However, if you force me to pick one, I think the answer is pretty obvious. In fact, let's go to the swimsuit magazine right now and show you which one. Because I think it's very, very, very obvious which one I would totally go out with. Wait for it, wait for it. Her, Kate Bach! By golly, does she have a wonderful figure. And oh, by the way, she's my age too. Hee hee! How do you think Ronda Rousey and Holm should settle the rematch? Wasn't it obvious? They should mud pit battle each other. In other words, send up a pit full of mud and have the two duke it out. That way every man can realize their fantasy. For $30 to get in. And for an extra 20, they can be in the middle of the fight and get their ass handed to them by Ronda Rousey and Holm. And then those two can do whatever they please to that knocked out man. What a fantasy empire I could create. With guacamole. Yes. Which doll is better? Barbie, Bratz, or Monster High? Well, Barbie did set the standard for dolls, which then gave way to Bratz, which was a late 90s, early 2000s fad, and then Monster High is the current fad. And the reason why is because teenagers get high, and thus they turn into monsters, hence Monster High. Which means if you get high on Monster High, you too will turn into a monster. That is fucking high. Now, Bratz lets the teenagers show their bratty attitude. So you have that demographic going. But Barbie covers just about everything. And thus, without Barbie, we wouldn't have Bratz or Monster High. So I would say Barbie is the best doll. Although Bratz and Monster High could give Barbie a run for their money. However, I believe Barbie is the one. So yes, Barbie is the much better doll. Oh wait, I mean fuck that shit, I got balls! This is Barbie saying, just let me like girl stuff! I'm a Barbie girl! I'm a Barbie girl! La 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 la, la 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 la, I'm a Barbie girl! I'm a Barbie girl!